So happy Wednesday evening, the middle of the week. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to be halfway through the week. It's been kind of crazy over here. So we're going to be talking today about the Vital Process, which is something new that Beachbody just released, the last leadership. And I've had a chance to really study it very carefully and listen to a lot of experts talk about it and a lot of other successful coaches talk about it. So I'm excited to pass on to you this new system, which I think is one of the best things that they've come up with so far. But first, let's talk a little bit about what's ahead so that we can start thinking of what's to come. I talked last week about how it's really nice to have like a template calendar that you just kind of do every month. So things like the first Monday of every month is the free group, and the third Monday of every month is a 30-day challenge. So I have this set up for you just to give you a visual of what January will look like. So now's the time when you want to start promoting your free group. Get an event page set up. And if you need help on that, go to our team page, click on new coach training and go to phase 2. Get an event page set up and start posting in there once in a while. And in our team page on Facebook, there's an album called Testimonials, and there's some 5-day challenge or testimonials. You're more than welcome to use those. And because, this is our group, we're all participating in groups like that. So if you need any help with that, just reach out to me. Let me know. I'd be happy to help. So yeah, now's when you want to start talking about it. Now listen, people are not, I don't want to say biting, but people aren't necessarily wanting to do that right now. They're not as excited about thinking about their health because they're not thinking about it right now during the holidays. But that's not a reason to stop, because that more than ever is why you want to keep going, because while they're not ready, they're watching you push through it. So when they are ready, you're the one they're going to go to because they know you've been doing it through thick and thin. Right? So keep pushing through, share to social media, reach out to people, see how they're doing, invite them, follow up with them, things like that. Then the third Monday is going to be the 21-day challenge. That'll start on the 18th, and it'll run for 30 days into the new, or 30 days into it. So what's really cool about this, you guys, is people tend to not think about their health and fitness until after the new year has started. So when they're like recovering from New Year's, that's when you can start promoting the next challenge group. So it's really good timing for you. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Also, mid-January, we are going to be doing a coach sneak peek, and I'll be giving you more information on that closer to the event. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Vital Process. So I wanted to give you some quotes from Kim Carver, who is the one who kind of is spearheading this project with Beachbody, and he's Beachbody Corporate. And I just wanted to review with you what he says about it, because I think he put it really well. The Vital Process is what helps you create the right kind of experience through challenge groups for new coaches and customers to get the best results possible. And what that does is it delivers to you the best business results. It develops people into becoming strong advocates for you as a coach and for Beachbody. This is about how they start and those initial experiences they have that creates their belief system around Beachbody. The Vital Process is how you build that belief system that leads to passionate advocacy. All right, now those are a lot of fancy terms and fancy words. We're going to break it down for you. But basically, bottom line, the Vital Process are those initial things that kind of hooks on your challenger. That shows them that this is something special. And it gets them results. And as a result, they become advocates of Beachbody, which helps build your business. So let's look at how this starts, especially with the flow of how we have our system set up. So first off, you get them started. That's when you get them in the 5-day groups that we have. It's free. It's easy to get someone signed up and get them started. You give them support. You help troubleshoot them with issues that they are going through. Then you connect them with a challenge pack that's maybe aligned with their needs. So if they get through the 5-day challenge, you're like, wow, this person's really crushing it. Maybe it's a good opportunity for you to say, hey, if you consider, dialing it in our 30-day challenge, I think that you would really succeed there. Or if you have a 5-day challenger who's really struggling and you're noticing that they really need some structure, that's another opportunity to say, I think you'd really like this 30-day challenge, okay? Then you get them in the 30 days challenge and you really focus on getting them results. You give them support in the challenge group. You check in with them regularly. You guys, are you hearing my sound okay? I hope so. Okay, I just want to check that. You're checking in with them regularly. And you're just making sure that you're getting them through that process to where you're showing up for them and and they are seeing those results. That's your goal. Your goal is to start giving them those results. Okay? Then at that point, they've become an advocate, right? Like they're like, holy crap, this works. Holy crap, people are asking me about this. And holy crap, I'm telling them about it, right? They become advocates for Beachbody and for you. It is a great opportunity at that point to transition them into becoming a Beachbody coach, right? Because they're already kind of doing a lot of what a coach does. They're telling people about it and other people want to know what they're doing and all that jazz. Then the next step is to mentor them. So you can add them to our team training. You can show them the value of helping others. You can connect them with our team. Or if you start your own team, you connect them with your team, right? You build them through this whole process. So one of the first things that you can do in the vital process is to develop your success story, okay? When I have thrived in my business, it's been because I was seeking my own personal success story. When I've struggled in my business, which to be frank has been the last 2 years, has been when I've been putting everything else first but me. Like that's kind of where I've been. It's been a struggle the last 2 years because I've been so focused on building a business that I'm not focused on myself. And I'm back to that now and I'm much happier. But Elizabeth Hartke did the National Wake Up Call last week. And if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. I mean, I could listen to that thing 10 times. She had so much in there. But one of the things that she talked about is she's like, I'm sorry, I hate to be blunt, but if you're not getting results with the products and just with like the Beachbody community, if you're not getting results, if you're not seeing progress, you're probably not seeing success in your business. And I was like, yes, because I went kind of stagnant and it was nothing against Beachbody. It was me. It was that I would put the business first. Like, this is a great example, you guys. Like, Wednesday night team call nights is traditionally in our house fast food night because I'm so busy getting our team call prepped that then the husband gets home, there's no dinner, and then we go eat out for fast food because I was putting the business first. So I've had to really kind of restructure things and make sure that, we got a dinner tonight, I already know what we're doing for dinner and I have a plan. So you really caught up in other people and lose sight of you've got to have your success story first, okay? So this is a really cool story that I super love. And that is that Carl Daikeler has on his desk a binder filled with the Beachbody Challenge winners' transformation photos. And he looks at that photo, it keeps him motivated, it keeps him focused. I don't know if he got this idea from Chalene Johnson, but let me tell you how they signed up Chalene Johnson. When she's the one who's done programs like TurboFire and PiYo and Chalene Extreme. And when she went into the office to propose to Carl Daikeler that, she wanted them to hire her or take on her programs, she brought with her a binder of testimonials. And that was how she was able to display and show other people that this program was valuable. And it got me thinking, where's my binder? Do I have a binder? Can I show of the people that I'm bringing in? Can I show those transformations to other people? Obviously, you need permission. But just even to myself, do I have transformations that prove that this is something that really is effective and really works? Something to think about. So I want to tell you about our team binder. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but I want to make sure you know that you have permission to post here. So if you go to our team Facebook page, you click on photos and then albums, there's an album called testimonials. you're more than welcome to share in there your personal successes. You can share in your challenger successes. If someone's, sends you good news, this is a habit I've started, is I have in Canva a template, of course. We've been talking about this month in our team calls. So I have a template, and I go in there, and if anytime someone says anything good about a challenge group, I copy and paste what they say in there, save it, and I upload it to this album. And just today I was like, ooh, shoot, what am I going to post to my event page right now to say last call? Oh, I go to that album, I find a photo that I think is something that's really inspiring, and I share it. If someone gives you a before and after photo that you have permission to share, pop that into this album, right? Use, and you don't need to use a public album like this. Maybe you have a folder on your desktop, or maybe if you're a pen and paper person, maybe you print up these things, you hear them, or you write them down, but have somewhere where you're constantly collecting these testimonials and stories. Since I started to do this, I'm way more jazzed about my business because I'm like, whoa, I'm making a difference. Where before, when I wasn't really keeping track of these things, I had no sense of the successes. I also feel very passionately about this, is that because of the Vital Process in general, I am on a greater mission to get these before and after photos. I'm a lot more focused on each individual person, okay? So let's talk a little bit about these emerging advocates and how you can identify them in your groups. So these people become regularly engaging challengers, right? They're the lifers. You see them posting, you see these groups really get them jazzed and excited. They realize the power of the products, having a coach, and the peer support. They get it, right? They're not waffling off and on of Shakeology, and they're not, on again, off again. They're like really committed. As they see results, and as people comment on their changes, they become super enthusiastic about the products. Like they become advocates because they're telling people about it. Okay? Those are the people you really want to pay attention to. So then you get them on as a new coach. These people come in with a strong belief system in the products, and they're much more engaged as a coach. Now, this is something that is debatable in the Beachbody community. You will hear people say, sign people up, out of the blue, they've never tried Beachbody products before, sign them up as a coach. Or you'll hear someone be signed up as a discount coach, right? And I've used that strategy as well. Here's what I have found is, in my experience, and the experience of others who I've talked with, and even coaches on our team, you would think that signing someone up as a discount coach would make them more likely to be able to go, oh, okay, I'll take the leap. I'll become a more active coach. I actually have found the opposite. I have found that the transition, when someone signs up as a coach, it's a lot easier to get them started and hit the ground running as a coach. If you sign them on as a discount, and Carl was talking about this, and he's like, if you sign someone on as a discount coach, it's just a discount, you really discredit the value of Shakeology and the value of the products, right? And he worded it better than I did, but they're missing out on what a coach is supposed to do, right? A coach is supposed to support and help other people. And I think of it like this, because my coach is a discount coach, I feel really lost because I don't have a coach to support me. And so it's I can't really go to that person, I feel weird because I don't know, and so I feel kind of cheated, and I don't want, our people, our clients to feel cheated, if that makes sense. So I highly recommend that you sign someone on as a coach once they're ready, once you see they're at that point. Not, oh, you want to sign up for a challenge pack, let's sign you up as a coach, okay? I might occasionally make an exception for that. If you're signing on a really close family member and, you want to get to Emerald, maybe that would be what I would do as one exception. All right, so let's look at this in terms of our funnel. You've seen this funnel before. Basically, you've got all these people on your contacts list, these people you're chatting chatting with and getting to know. And when you're at that place where you're like, okay, I know about their family, I know about their work, I know what they like to do for fun, then maybe you're like, hey, I know you mentioned something about blah, blah, blah. I'm doing a 5-day challenge. Would you like to be a part of this healthy 5-day challenge? Okay. It's really easy to invite people to something free. They're a lot more likely to say yes. They get in there, you love the crap out of them. Right? And I had a great question from Cheryl today. Cheryl was saying, well, how do you keep track of all these people? That's a fantastic question. I only message my challengers individually 2, maybe 3 times a week. And you could do it in the group. And I could do it that way. You can also use Streak. And if you guys need help on that, I can send you a video series on Streak. With Streak, I just click a button. It selects everyone in the group. And then I'm able to send a message. That's an add-on to Gmail. Okay. That's an easy way to reach out to a group of people at once. But you love on these people. You encourage them. Also pay attention to those more active challengers. I love this. I was talking to a business consultant and she said, if you're trying to get all these people out of the woodwork who just aren't doing it, chances are they're never going to engage. So don't worry about them. Focus on the people who are really, really engaging. I have a really good example, and I'm going to use this example a lot tonight. Is I had this challenge group one month where I had, maybe 30 people were in there. But I really only had 2 people who were crazy active in the challenge. And it was Teresa and Cheryl. And it's no coincidence those 2 people are 2 of our 2 newest team members, right? And this was months ago. So they were like rock stars. Both of them were posting to social media. Both of them were encouraging people in the group. They were so excited. And it was just this amazing energy. I'm like, oh, I love it. I loved all those people. Those were the ones I chose to focus on. So if you're in a crunch for time, focus on the ones who are stepping towards you, right? They're putting in the effort, then you step towards them. You meet them halfway. Then you take those more active challengers and you invite them to participate in a challenge group. Now, this is the shift in thinking that I've had to do. And since I started doing it, I've had greater success. When they're signed up in that challenge group, it is my devoted mission to give them that before and after photo. It's my mission. And I feel like not having them signed as a coach lights a fire under me to even more give them that transformation photo right away. Because it's kind of like the reward for both of us. They can be a coach after they get their transformation. They're a lot less likely to get lost in the shuffle. And I try not to lose you guys in the shuffle, and I hope you never feel that way. But it keeps me more focused on that person. Like, okay, we got to get you that before and after. We got to show you right away that this is something that really does produce results. So you love on them some more, right? You're checking in with them. The nice thing about the app that we're using is you can see when they're not logging in, and you can talk with them and you can see what's going on. And as they're telling you life is crazy and life is stressful right now, you say, what little thing can you do right now to be healthy? What little thing? So you're helping them through this time that's crazy. Then at that point, when you're seeing, you're getting amazing results, you're having amazing success, you're having people notice, have you considered doing what I do? Because you're already doing so much of it. It's a lot easier of a transition. So if you see this structure, you see this funnel, it's not as scary to invite, right? Because it's easy to invite someone to something free, right? If they don't want to go to something free, that's lame sauce. That's not on you. That's like they're not where they're at in life, or they're not in a place in life right now where they're ready to accept a free group. Okay, like maybe they're just busy. That's not on you. So then it's so easy. They're in the free group. They're loving it. You're like, hey, this 30-day challenge would be really awesome. And if they say yes, yay. If they say no, they probably still want to be in your free group, and that is A-okay. They're going to have fun in there, and they might take some time. It might take them a little while. I've had a lot of people where they do the free group repeatedly, and they later sign up. And if they don't sign up, who cares? You're helping to change a life, helping them make those healthy decisions. They might be missing out on the challenge group, or they might have something that totally is their jam that's working for them. Don't lead with that expectation of, oh, I'm going to lead you through this funnel. Does that make sense? Like, yes, this is how you have it structured. Just lead with this, I want to help you and give you a great experience. If you're looking for a great book to help you with this, is The Go Giver. Okay, about giving without this expectation of return. But I want to tell you a story because I want to walk you through this process. So I had Cheryl was in our free challenge group. I told you Cheryl and Teresa, and Cheryl, you're probably on the call and you're like, why are you talking about me? Sorry. So she was like the bomb diggity. She was so good. And then she gets in the challenge group and she's the bomb. And I mean, you know, it's not like she hasn't been like logging her workout every single day. When the first challenge she did, she had to work through some kinks, and she made these like baby step moves where I'm like, okay, well, let's talk with you. Like, what's going on? You know, you're traveling a lot. Let's work through what can we do? And we've really worked together to help her get healthier. And she's now at like her high school weight, I think I saw this week. She's had amazing success. She's excited. She knows these products works. Then it was so easy to be like, you need to be a coach. You have to, like, and you get to this point where it's like, I want her on our team, right? Because she's got such a great energy. Like, oh, she's got to be on our team. Now, as a coach, wanting a coach, you could be really desperate to want someone. And I want to caution you against that, because what I've learned in the past is if you sign someone on too fast, then they don't do well, especially if they don't know the expectations up front. And so a lot of times in the past, I'd be like, it's easy. Oh, you can cram it into a schedule and you could do this. And I try to present it as something that's easier than what it is. And I don't emphasize how important it is to be consistent and to be patient with it. So Cheryl's probably laughing because when she was ready to sign up as a coach, it took us like days for it to finally happen, because I wanted to make sure she knew, like, okay, well, you got to be consistent with it. And, you know, how do you think this would work with your schedule? And asking a lot of questions. It was almost like she might disagree, but in a way it was almost like I was interviewing her to make sure she would be ready to make that commitment. And by doing so, holy crap, you guys, like, she's amazing right now. She's signing up her sister, and she is like, she's just like, I think she's already gone through phase 1 training. I could be wrong. But she's crushing it. And it was because by that point, I got her ready for it. Now, if we go back right now, I'm with someone and I'm at the start of the funnel, and she is a rock star person. And I'm like, oh, I want her on our team so badly. Well, I could be tempted to talk to her about coaching right now, but what testimonial does she have about the products, right? I want to show her that. I want to see if it's something that could help her first, right? That's first and foremost. I want to see if this fills a need in her life. And if it does, wow, that energy would be great on the team. But you got to lead them through the funnel. And it takes time. It takes patience. You know, they say like your efforts now usually pay off 90 days from now. So like, you know, I just signed on, you know, Cheryl this week. Well, the free group she was in, I think it was like September, maybe even like back to June. I don't know. She can probably correct me if I'm wrong, but it goes back a ways. Okay. So you move people through this funnel, you give them those results. So I am going to open this up for discussion in case anyone wants to, let me stop share. Anyone wants to chat. So it's me and Cheryl. So Cheryl's like, Tara, thank you so much for talking about me for a half hour. So I know you're on a bus right now, Cheryl. So if you see a chat and you want to chat, you can. Oh, it may not let you. I'm trying to look up I have my phone open so that I could see what you see. And it doesn't look like you have the chat feature. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, you do, Cheryl. Okay. So you go to participants on your phone. And then on the bottom left, I'm hoping you have an iPhone. On the bottom left, you can click chat and you can type a chat. So I'll leave it open in case you have any questions. I'll hang out for a couple minutes. Also shoot the breeze with you guys while we're sitting here, see how things are going. I mentioned on the team page earlier today, if you have an event page and you don't have anything going on right now, no one is saying they want to join, don't fret. I have ads that I tested on Facebook that I know are like tried and true, very good ads. And I use those same ads for this event, and it was like dead. Like 0 people said they are going. So I know it's not the ad. I know it's just the timing, right? So Don't worry about it if you're getting slow stuff right now. I would assume, my guess would be after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, you'll see things pick up. But that doesn't mean you slow your efforts, right? You keep it up, do those little small consistent things every single day. Okay, cool. So I'm going to close it off for now, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. But of course, I really want to hear a discussion on this stuff for those of you who couldn't make it on live. All right, take care, y'all.